The Shroud of Turin is a large linen cloth that bears traces of blood and water and the image of a man with wounds on his wrists, feet, head, back, legs, and chest. The shroud is highly protected and conserved in a temperature and air-controlled case in Turin's cathedral. Because of its uniqueness and importance, the shroud is only displayed on rare occasion. But it can always be observed in high-resolution copies. Rome's Pontificio Regina Apostolorum University has one on permanent display. Father Andrew Dalton oversees the exhibition and the university's Syndonology department, which is dedicated to the study of the shroud. He shared with us what he sees when he looks at it.
I think that the deepest longing in the heart of man is to see the face of God. And so if the shroud gives us even a pale image of the semblance of the Savior, then I say, blessed are we. There's something that tugs on our heartstrings, isn't it, when we look to this face and we contemplate the sufferings of this man and remember that he paid a debt that he didn't owe because I owed a debt that I can't pay. I think we need to spend more time looking at that, contemplating that, and the Shroud exhibit helps us do that. The Shroud acts as a photo document where the grayscale is inverted so that the photo negative is the positive image. Secondly, the Shroud contains three-dimensional information, and so we were able to reproduce a statue of this man, the cadaver as it laid in the tomb, based on information in a two-dimensional cloth. That is unlike any other document in the history of the world. But then there's more than that. Look at all the sufferings of this man. He is shown to be crucified. There are nail wounds in the hands, in the feet. He's wearing a crown of thorns. He's also been scourged and pierced in the side. That's at least 4 different types of very specific pathologies that converge on the person of Jesus, who we read about in the historical documents of the Gospels. So that's important information. Especially important is the crown of thorns, right? Because we don't know of any other crucified man who was crowned, and yet the man of the shroud was. There is no paint anywhere on the shroud. We were looking for that. In 1978, an elite team of scientists came to Italy to study the shroud to answer just this question. What formed the image on the shroud? Is it a painting, a scourging? Is it a medieval photograph, or perhaps a rubbing? These were 4 major theories. But you know, when they came here to study it, they found out that there is no paint, no pigment, inorganic or organic, no varnish, no dye, and get this, no directionality, no brush strokes whatsoever. Whatever this is not human artwork. That was the conclusion of this team of scientists, the STURP, Shroud of Turin Research Project of 1978.